Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Tuesday. How are you? I'm feeling a little bit lighter and brighter today. Let's see what's going on. I know. I have the two babies with me today. So fun. So thank you for all you guys are watching all of the little shorts we're doing about Charlie and Maisie. We are leaning heavily into starting a Charlie and Maisie channel. So stay tuned. As soon as Mars goes direct, something like that. All right, let's see what's going on today for everybody. What's the message that wants to come through for everybody today? Oh, yeah. Power. Underneath, relief. Relief. Thank goodness. Divinity and key. There's definitely something about trusting the process, or trusting divinity, trusting spirit, trusting God about what is happening on the planet right now. And this is, nothing that has sort of ruled the roost for generations goes away lightly. Okay. So it's not like, oh, you're just going to, toddle on off and, we'll take it from here with love and light. It doesn't work like that. So you just have to trust the process and know that there is some relief coming. So I don't know what that's going to be, but sounds wonderful to me. Let's see where we're going. Let's see what's happening. We should have all of the details finalized this week about the retreat in Sedona. So stay tuned for that. I am still getting a lot of questions about 5D and what it's like to live in 5D and be more. And that's part of this message. It's about trusting that you're living, you're backing away from fear. You're not really giving into that, not leaning into it, just trusting the process, trusting spirit. So we'll talk more about the 5D this week in Pathfinders. And I'm going to continue to have the 90 minutes be a Q&A because you guys have really been asking great questions lately. Ten of Swords. And frankly, that's what's really being shown to me that's important, that everybody is able to bring in questions. Last week, I asked Colleen to give me the list of questions that were left over because there were so many, and I'll do my best to work those in as well, and on and on. Okay, so Queen of Wands underneath. This Devil card keeps showing up. The Hermit, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Emperor. Okay, so, and I am getting a lot of the page energy. Like this is sort of like taking a look at what is happening with financial markets. I think that's probably something worth, checking out this week to see how that might shake out. But there's definitely something here about the underpinning of life in general. We'll move it to more of the personal experience. We are going to have this time when we are sort of being in our homes or being where we are. It's almost like it's almost like a 2020 kind of flashback, but not the same thing. Not about any kind of illness or anything like that. This is really about money. And there's something about having, I'm planning my vegetable garden this year. I usually just are focused on the plants and the gardens, the flowers. And this year I'm going to be doing a vegetable garden. So you'll see more of that. I'll bring more of that onto the channel. Maybe that'll be part of the Maisie and Charlie channel too. And there is something about being good with your resources right now, being really, not frugal, but just like spending money on things that will grow. And a lot of that has to do with our homes or our own endeavors, right? Our own endeavors. And this is about the wisdom to really utilize money wisely right now. I see this power energy with the Emperor and the Devil card. That's Capricorn energy. And so there is definitely well, this is the year of the wood snake, and I'm born in 1965, so that is the year that was a snake year, but not a wood snake year, I don't think. And wood is earth energy. So there's something about planting, something about doing as much as you can with that and getting out from under anything that is like tying you up, like credit card debt or anything that is like keeping you hostage, keeping you in a powerless state, like you can't move or you can't do something. And we're really being asked about, our own creativity to sort of play in things more, utilize your own creativity now, really lean into. I just ordered a bunch of watercolors and things like that to just play around with and stuff. And I feel like that's going to be a big relief. I also feel like community is going to be important. We've been talking about that for a while. But there is something about us understanding how resources are being utilized in our own life and in the lives of others for power. And in a personal relationship, there's definitely some situations around me right now where money within a certain family grouping, there's definitely like withholding to be powerful or to control other people or something like that. There's an energy of this, and I feel like that's going to be shown to be uh what's the word I'm looking for, like not relevant in a new. What was powerful before isn't going to be powerful now. Something like that. Okay. Wow. Seven of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, and the Two of Cups. So I am really seeing that this, right? We're going from like what was powerful. We're seeking wisdom in how we handled money or how we handled this energy of resources. And we're seeking wisdom so that we can be empowered in our own lives and getting away from letting other people kind of have the power over us. That's going to be really important. So if you have a relationship that has a power imbalance and money is the lever. I got lever. Leave her. Okay. So that's for somebody. Especially this Queen of Wands energy. Yeah. If money is the thing that is holding you up from moving on with your life, that's not going to be a problem anymore. There's going to be some kind of balance of power shift. Okay. Seven of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, and the Two of Cups. There's a new partnership coming in. I don't like that Seven of Swords. So let's see where we're going here. Okay. Wow. King of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles. Very much so. Look at this. Five of Pentacles, Strength, and the Chariot. This is really beautiful energy. So look at the past here. I'm going to do a little timing, but this is past, present, future. I look at this reading spread more intuitively these days. So when you're doing a spread, like this card means this. If you take my tarot class, you know this, that each card has a meaning within a spread as it relates to a certain part of your life or a certain situation. And as you grow in your own tarot practice, you can start to see patterns that may not really be supported or may be like, hey, that spread is meant to show you something else. So this is definitely past. Anybody who has been stealing from you time, money, resources, especially as it relates to third parties, because that Four of Cups and Seven of Swords is definitely it. They're not going to win. All right. And that's kind of like past now. it's kind of past now. And the new energy that's coming in, I feel like this is the summer, like Cancer and Leo. We keep getting this like, hey, this is what's happening in the summer, but there's a whole lot of time that happens between now and then. All right, there's a whole lot of stuff going on between now and then. And I feel like what it is we're really reworking our own relationship to power and money and how it worked in our relationships. So whether it's like your growing up time or family, if there's a power imbalance and money is really the thing that's being used as a weapon, I feel like that's in the past. And it's like, okay, we've got to come up with a new way of, if this is your reading, we got to come up with a new way of aligning with our own resources, with our own capabilities. And I feel like a lot of you who are super creative, that's the thing that's going to be, that is the thing that AI cannot replicate. AI only takes what already exists. It's not creating anything new. Okay. It's bringing together stuff that already exists. That's true. But the creative mind, this is a power of humanity, of a human being, that we are connected to the divine. Creativity flows through us and it comes from somewhere else. So the systems of AI are only as good as the data that's put into it, only as good as the programming that was put into it. I know China just released this AI program that completely destroyed a lot of the AI plans of definitely American companies, but other kinds of companies that were going to like charge businesses billions of dollars. And so they lost billions, $1 trillion in the stock market because China said, hey, here it is for free. And ours is better anyway. And so there was something about like destroying that. And the tech sector lost a lot of money. And this feels a little bit like that, but on a personal level, that anything that is, well, yeah, there's definitely something about any tool that someone is using against you. Sorry about that. So this shows me that there's like this old pattern that has kept you in like lack consciousness, or someone else, using money to control you, or like a business that never gives anybody a raise, stuff like that. Anything that's being used to control you, love relationships, somebody has money, somebody doesn't. That's being upended. Okay, that's being upended because it's lack consciousness, and that is not love. Anything that's not built on love right now is unsustainable, and you're going to see that. And because this is not love, this is sort of like, okay, we've built this relationship, or we built this family, and we have all these resources, but we use it to control each other. No, we're seeing our own value now. Venus, we're seeing our own value. Venus is moving into Aries this week and right now. And so Aries is like my worth and value, and Venus is my worth and value. So that's definitely moving forward this month. I know that Mars is in retrograde until the 23rd, but Venus is definitely moving forward in her own power. Venus is going to go retrograde at the end of this month. So it's kind of like they're changing, they're kind of like ships that pass in the night. Mars in retrograde in Cancer, a water sign. Venus had been in Pisces, so that was a nice trine energy, even though Mars was in retrograde. And, sometimes Mars in retrograde in a situation where it's in a water sign, like it's out of its power, out of its depth, can like lash out and be kind of a jerk and like do things just to manipulate people and try to gain power back. When they feel powerless, that's when a narcissist will come at you. Okay. So now that Venus has moved into Aries, Aries is taking action. And so I feel like Venus, the creativity, what is the energy of Venus, right? Venus is love, it's lushness, it's nurturance. It's like planting a garden. It's all of that, planting a garden, making beautiful meals, loving on people, doing things that show your connection to people. And so I feel like there's going to be some of that. Maybe the garden thing is going to become a big deal. I said I was going to do some timing here, so let's do that. All right. So we're moving away from any situation. So don't fret about things that are like, you might not even see that there's a certain situation. Like, let's say, I'm just going to use this example, that let's say you have a job that you really hate, but it pays the bills. Okay. And that job does go away. I'm going to say to you that there's other options coming up that are going to be more, more freeing, more creative, more opportune, to be, living your life in a more free kind of way. Like, I really feel like corporate America is going to be faltering in a big way. So let me see about this timing. King of Pentacles is not a timing card. All right, 3 weeks from now, that is when Mars is going direct. February, yep, we're in February right now. December, after a lot of effort and hard work. So I'm not seeing Saturn here, but that's kind of a Saturnian card. So this time between December and February has been a setup for this shift. And I feel like there's going to be new offers made, new things created. Like, this channel wouldn't have been possible, even, definitely 20 years ago would not have been possible. But even, when Pluto was in Capricorn 15 years ago, 2008, 2009, like, that was not really a thing. This wasn't a thing. And we started learning about it, and I started this channel in 2017, and a lot of people came on YouTube in 2017. So there was definitely something about, stepping more into a creative kind of lifestyle. And I feel like that's what's going to be happening, that we're leaving behind the kinds of jobs that, they used to call them golden handcuffs, right? That we can't leave because benefits are tied to them, because, we couldn't find another job that way, but in our area, or we'd have to move or something. But so let things go, because something better is right around the corner. All right. This is about taking back our power. Something better is right around the corner. And even though there is this yucky energy here of the Five of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, it's like, it's because we're holding on to things that are keeping us enslaved. All right. We're definitely holding on to them. And 3 weeks from now, talk to me about 3 weeks from now, because Ace of Pentacles is here. This looks like springtime to me with all the flowers on the gate. And 3 weeks from now, as we move into Pisces season, it's the final sign. There's Saturn energy is in Pisces right now. So there can be about learning about, and this is wisdom. This is also Virgo, which is where the South Node is right now. So past life karma is being exacted. No, being like, the bill is due. Okay, past life karma's bill is coming due. So what about this 3 weeks from now? Okay. This is going to require a lot of hard work and effort on our part. I've said that yesterday, I think, but I was talking about a new government system. This feels like this is joyful. Three of Pentacles. I've said that too, that we're really working together. We're learning new ways. It's like something just takes away the energy of anybody who's like taking advantage of you, or especially financially. It takes that away. It takes away the kind of jobs that prey on people and will open up things that allow people to be more free. I mean, we have a lot of ways of being sort of Maze, come back and lay down. Come back and lay down. We have ways of being like tied up in these jobs where we can't get ourselves out. And I feel like we're getting freed from them. So I don't really want you to worry about this. I really don't. I want you to understand that this is happening on a large scale. And so that does change the equation. I mean, I don't know about you, but in 2008, there was a huge swath of us that were let go from marketing agencies all over the world. There were big problems, especially in America, because of the banking sitch, and we just bailed it out. We just let it go on as usual. So I feel like this is different. And I feel like there's going to be this large scale freeing of us. If that's, and from the spiritual perspective, this is the 5D perspective on what's happening. Allow and align with divinity, align with your higher power. This is going to create some kind of relief. Like it's almost like if we bailed out the banks in 2008, I almost feel like people are going to, there's just going to be this thing of like taking it all away, taking away the things that keep us enslaved. And we're going to work with each other. The 3 of Pentacles there, 2 of Cups, 8 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. We might have to learn some new stuff. Okay. But I feel like this is going to be really, not, this is lack mentality. And that's why this society is having the issues it's having. And also in relationship, we have this kind of like the draining away of love in a relationship that is stuck or that hasn't nurtured itself in a long time. And so it's bad. It's almost like a car that doesn't get an oil change. It just seizes up. Okay. So what about this King of Pentacles? Knight of Wands, more creativity, Tower, 7 of Cups, and the 4 of Pentacles. There is some kind of upsetting the status quo. Just like what China did with letting this AI thing that they did, it like blew apart the plans of people who were going to charge us, millions and billions of dollars for an inferior product. Like they just said, here. And so this Knight of Wands and this 7 of Cups, I don't think we see this yet. I don't think we know what creativity is going to birth in the world, but it is going to help us. It is going to help the common man, right? It is going to help us. Wow, that's interesting. And it's going to help us by the time we get to the summer. This is going to really be a time of like a renaissance. Okay. Like a renaissance of new beginnings. I like this. All right. Let's continue on. I am going to look at what we don't see coming. Let's get deeper into this Tower and in the summer, just see how this unfolds. All right. That's cool. Link is below if you want to continue on. I'll see you over there. All right. I hope you enjoyed that video. If it was helpful to you, please consider liking this video and sharing it with anybody who might have a need for similar kind of information. And if you like this video, check out these videos.